After weeks of moving almost every day, Hong Kong, across China, Osaka, Busan, I was ready to stop. Plan lasted about 6 hours. I landed in the middle of the night. It took about 2 hours to get through security and find a taxi into Cebu City. By the time I got to bed, it felt like the trip had finally slowed down. But then in the morning, the room started shaking.
After a 6.9 magnitude earthquake in the Philippines, buildings on the island of Cebu were damaged, roads damaged, and the quake caused power lines to trip, leading to outages.
I'm in Cebu in the Philippines now. Experienced an offshore earthquake. My hotel room wobbled. If you ever stayed anywhere next to like a train station with a fast line going by, you can get that small shake. And that's what it felt like. Apparently people have died in the earthquake after looking online, unfortunately. This feels like this is a common occurrence here. It's a 7 on the Richter scale. I don't know how severe that is. Deaths of people in the earthquakes must be quite a normal thing as well, I guess.
Once things had settled down, I did what you do, went out to see the city. Cebu City is chaotic, loud, and constantly moving. Jeepneys everywhere, traffic that doesn't really follow the rules, and a kind of energy that never quite switches off. I stopped at Jollibee, which I'd heard a lot about. It was confusing. A burger patty covered in gravy, served with rice, a fried chicken drumstick, and a side of spaghetti bolognese, all together. I'm not sure what part of the day it was meant for, or if it was even fit for human consumption.
This trip is starting to catch up on me. You can see how jaded I look. This was a terrible idea, doing so many trips, so many locations so fast. I think you don't take into account having to get up early, get to the airport, all that hustle, flying, settling somewhere new. You don't really get a chance to kind of breathe. But now I know I'm not doing this again. I'm about to check out my hotel in Cebu City. I'm going to another beach resort, which I don't know what the point of going to a beach resort in the typhoon season. Hopefully I don't die. Wish me luck.
From there, I headed south to Moalboal. The journey itself felt like a gamble. A slightly questionable bus, long roads, and a sense that I might not be entirely sure where I was going. Moalboal is known for diving, clear water, sardine runs, all that. I arrived in monsoon season, the weather was actually quite nice, but the place itself was quiet, very quiet. 2 days there felt like a week. Beautiful, but isolated. The kind of place that probably works better when the conditions are right, and when there are more than 3 other people around. I spend a lot of my time singing lots of karaoke with the locals. Everybody sings Coldplay all day, every day, in karaoke. I've no idea what that's about. After that, I headed to Manila for one night. And this is where things went off script. I stayed at Mad Monkey Hostel, which in hindsight should have been a warning. Within about an hour, I was drinking with a mix of Brits, Americans, locals, and just about every nationality you can think of. The night escalated quickly. At some point, we ended up watching little people boxing.
On the blue versus Alvin on the red rocks. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Which felt like one of those moments where you stop and think, how did I get here? The answer, as always, was very gradually and then all at once. The night didn't end cleanly, which was a shame because I'd actually met some really genuinely great people. But sometimes travel does that. Intense, short-lived connections, and then you're gone again before anything really settles in. And just like that, it was over. From Manila, I started the journey home, back through Hong Kong, stop in Hainan Island, and eventually back to normal life. After all the movement, all those places, Cebu was supposed to be the pause. It wasn't. But in a strange way, it felt about right.